Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here with another recycled video as just last year. And the year before that, we did our top 10 cards, our 10 cards that will be broken after standard rotation. Last year, I kind of got some right. The year before that, but like, look, Belinda didn't see much play. It's been crazy all year. And yeah, I wanted to go over cards that are currently in standard that with rotation might be freed up to do some stuff, or maybe there's hints of, you know, some broken synergies coming along. So I'll give my predictions. You guys can put yours down in the comments below. And I also wanted to thank everybody. We hit 64,000 subs, actually a bit past that. Thank you all so much. I will be making the giveaway a little bit spicier. And of course, that will be, I'll announce our big giveaway once the expansion is announced next week. So if you want to get in on that, hit that sub button, make me go broke, because that giveaway number will go up as we get more subs. We always do that. So we're gonna go class by class, look at my picks for cards, and I'll say Death Knight, it's not losing anything. Nothing really changes. I can't imagine. I'm not really gonna include Death Knight in this. So let's skip straight to Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter's been in this weird spot where it's like not amazing. The relics are kind of the big package and they're staying in standard, but I do expect Outcast Demon Hunter to possibly pop off. And the card I'm looking at is Vengeful Walloper, which already got buffed from 7 to 6 mana, costs 1 less for each Outcast card you play this game. Outcast is getting better with rotation. In particular, Vengeful Spirit is rotating, and all these cards that create random Outcast cards won't be getting this card. It'll make it a lot better unless they decide to make really bad Outcast cards next set or in the core set or whatever. But still, I expect Outcast Demon Hunter to be a lot better, and Vengeful Walloper is like Outcast Demon Hunter in Wild is quite decent. Like, it's a tier 2-3 deck, and Vengeful Walloper is what put it over the top, where you can do a lot of scammy stuff. So we'll have to see what they put the core set next expansion, but I do think Outcast Demon Hunter can be a thing, and I think Vengeful Walloper will be the big part of it. I will say, just in general, I think Colossals are going to be valued a lot more after rotation. All the hero cards are going, and pretty much all the Colossals are pretty powerful cards that I think will slot into a lot more decks, at least early on, as collections are smaller and win cons are a bit less. Getting a Colossal in there just for any class might be just a little bit more powerful. And I know I said I wasn't going to talk about Death Knight, but I do think Syndragosa, as we get more Frost and Blood cards, is a card to look out for in that rainbowish Death Knight deck. So don't sleep on Frost Queen. She might pop up later in the year. For Druid, I'm going to go with Nerubian Flyer. The token Druid is going to have to kind of carry some serious weight. Druid looks super weird. They're losing Guff. I feel like all their cards have been designed around Guff outside of their aggressive cards, and I feel like it's just going to be a weird post-rotation where I think Aggro Druid is going to be the deck that will have to work, and a card like Nerubian Flyer, it's a 2-mana 4/5, right? That Undead Druid could possibly work. They already buffed Wither, which is a pretty good card if he got the Undeads going, so we'll see, but overall, Druid looks pretty damn rough after rotation. Guess I'll give an honorable mention to Death Beetle because they're going to give another plus 10 mana card to some degree, and maybe Death Beetle will be able to take advantage of it. But even with Guff right now getting you to 20 mana, this card hasn't seen a ton of play, so who knows about that one. Looking through Hunter, nothing really stood out to me. What's good is still going to be good. What's bad, I think, will still be bad, but let me know in the comments below. Mage, on the other hand, I think will benefit greatly from one thing that happens a lot after rotation, is Discover becoming a hell of a lot better, and a card like Spellcoiler will have a lot smaller pool of cards to pull from, which will make the Discover spells even more powerful. The same I'm going to go with, and I think it's in the thumbnail, Vast Wisdom, another card that all of a sudden it's discovering from a much smaller set of cards, and typically the quality is going to be better if that's the case, so you always got to look out for Discover cards. It's why I like Venomous Scorpid at the beginning of every rotation just saw tons of play, but as time goes on, there's more deck options and the Discover pool gets bigger, you might not be as keen on running those kind of cards. Also gonna mention Energy Shaper, this minion mage minion that transform all spells in your hands and ones that cost 2 more. Maybe we'll get a Deck of Lunacy style thing. Deck of Lunacy is another card that greatly benefited from rotation, making it so broken because there's only like 2 good 10 cost spells and you could easily get them and then you just scam, that maybe Energy Shaper falls into that line and only gets good stuff. I don't know about that as much, but look out. Energy Shaper is another card that could be a meta player after rotation. Pretty much all the Paladin stuff's already good, but I will mention the Countess, the Discover a Legendary Minion from another class, the Invitation. That Discover pool will get smaller, which will make it more consistent. Will it make it better or not? We'll have to wait and see, but look out. Countess is another one that could be awfully scary. Nothing really stands out to me with Priest. I'm actually kind of worried they're losing Dark Bishop Benedictus, which makes that Undead Priest really good. It's a big part of it, but I will say Sister's Fallen, I guess. Look out. It's, you know, infinite value and has seen play. It's been off and on, so look out. It might get a lot better with rotation, but Rogue has got a situation that's got me a little bit spooked. In particular, Jackpot, which is already a really good meta card. It's probably going to get better because, again, the spell pool goes down and cards like Celestial Alignment, a lot of bad cards will be leaving the pool, making Jackpot even better. And Trickster is still in Standard, but cards like Contraband Stash are leaving, and we don't know if Tess will be in the core set going forward. Shaman, I don't know what could possibly be good. Like the Totem stuff, it's been terrible. Pretty much all the Shaman stuff outside of Murlocs have been good. I don't see anything getting spiked too greatly, but Warlock, I'm gonna make a bold leap here, all right? This card has been insane. Absolutely insane and wild. Soul Barrage to the point it got Tome Tampering banned, it got Cataclysm banned, and yeah, Soul Barrage, not really that good currently in the standard meta game, but they keep pushing discard. I feel like they're gonna get it to the point where it sees play. We even saw at the latest mini set, there was like a discard AoE synergistic thing. If you discarded a card, deal extra damage. They're not giving up on it, and once it becomes good, as we've seen in Wild, Soul Barrage becomes broken. So look out for this card. It's possible. It all just depends on the support. Warrior is another one to look out for because they've been bad for so long. You know they're going to push it really hard. And I'll just say right away, Anima Extractor is a legit broken card. This card is insane, even in today's current game, but it's like the one insane card for, well, actually one of two insane cards for Enrage Warrior. That's just not enough to cover it. But this card, as soon as it's like an actual meta player, you will learn to hate this card because it is ridiculous. The snowball buffs it can get, it's almost impossible to kill on curve without multiple hits. Look out for that, as well as Imbued Axe. Imbued Axe is just such a ridiculously good weapon, but again, there's just not enough there to make that whole package work currently, at least on a like dominant level, and you know they're gonna get it there. And then this card, which has been buffed, which I argue at the time probably didn't even need the buff, like the card was already good, it just needs support. I think we'll all see why in the not so distant future. Honorable mention though, Hook Fist 3000. I just think this card's good. Your hero attacks, you gain 4 armor, draw a card. If there's a deck that's reliably got a weapon equipped, this card becomes auto-include great. But yeah, as it stands right now, not so great. But look out, these are some cards that can be broken with standard rotation. With a lot of AoEs and removals and all of that going away, possibly a card like Enchanter, which enemy minions take double damage during your turn, might just be a good slot to fix in to kind of make up for some of those AoE differences. And the card has seen play here and there. I wouldn't be surprised to see Enchanter pop up throughout the standard year. Sketchy Stranger, which is already a card that sees a lot of play. We're seeing certain mage secrets leave, like the one that gives a water elemental, which unless there's additional mage secrets made, it makes getting Objection even more likely. And we all know how broken that is, so look out. Sketchy Stranger, again, one of those cards that will benefit from a smaller Discover pool, and yeah, Objection more often. I really don't want to see that. And last, I will just mention the Sunwell. This is a card that could just slot into almost any deck, and now that we're entering the smallest card pool of the year, all of a sudden the Sunwell looks great. For a lot of decks, it's just your 30th card as a value card. It gives you, you know, maybe additional reach, draw, AoE, generation, whatever. I think a lot more decks might want to run it because, again, when we're in the card state we're in, where you have all these amazing tools to work with and you're losing 3 expansions, all of a sudden a card like Sunwell slots in really nicely, and I could see this card popping up a lot more. So let me know in the comments below what you agree with, disagree with, what you think will be busted, what cards I missed that you think will be absolutely busted after the rotation that, you know, aren't so busted right now. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.